Now we are about to start phase 2 of the research. Once we've closed off phase 1, I'm going to talk about that shortly because there is an opportunity that I'd love you to be involved in it. But before I do, I didn't want to just leave it there because, as I said, it's very, very top-line research. What are some of the things I thought just might be helpful, just to, like, what are some practical considerations that we might want to take away now? So there's 5 things I wanted to really talk about. First of all is really about determined purpose. Now this may sound an obvious thing. I think we talk a lot about how am I connected to the organisation's purpose, leaders reminding ourselves of that, but at a real pragmatic, simple level, and I know I do it. If you're asking someone to do a piece of work, please, let them know how it contributes to really making an impact to that organisation. So for me, I know I ask my team sometimes, could you cut the data this way? Because of what we're doing is this, and it'd be really helpful to really understand what that insight is, because then we can make a decision on it. So a very simple thing, but the whole thing of connecting what people's work is, I think really starts to give people purpose of meaning of like, why am I putting time in? And why am I getting excited about the work I'm doing? The second one is about success. We talked about expectations. So this is really around what does success look like? So if we have a project or a piece of work, what's the contracting that happens at the beginning? That might sound a little bit formal, but more around when do I want to check in on that project? Can you make sure you involve certain people? This is the end game of where I want it to be, and then you're really giving that person expectations of what you want the trigger points to look at, but you're giving the person control back in terms of how they do their work. So that setting expectations and giving the control back is another practical tip. The third one is determined talent, and this I believe is know the people in your team, know the people you work with. When you know there's a problem or you know there's a piece of work, bring in the people who you know are going to be excited about that or have got the experience of it, because you know that's going to be a really exciting team. Again, if I start to think about on Sunday night, what am I doing for the week? I'm going to be working on this project. That's really, really exciting. So they're quite simple things, but I think there's things that we should be using. The fourth one is space. This is my favourite one. We're all really busy. I believe working on Teams and Zoom has made us very task-driven, and it's so exciting now to go and have brainstorms now and having that open thoughts of how do we move things forward. But are we giving ourselves and are we giving our team space? How many people in their careers, or maybe now, has an update meeting on how the sales figures are going at 9:30 on a Monday morning, or a status update on how your projects are going at 9:30 in the morning? Is that really a good time? If you're on Sunday night going, crikey, I've got that status update, I haven't even thought about what I'm going to do, it's not really the right frame of mind. Maybe it's better to do it on a Tuesday, or maybe it's better to do it on the Monday afternoon. You know your people better. But I think really it's about thinking about the diary, about when are people going to be in the right place, and also then how does that really help them start to shape their week and their thinking. And finally, nurturing teams. So it goes back to talking and listening and having the conversation around, you know what, I'm not a great Monday morning person anyway. Let's not do that on Monday if you can. I know we can't control everything. But having the conversation when something's working and something's not working is really critical in terms of how do we really bring this forward. So those are the 5 things that I suppose through my conversations, believe are things that's really going to support us in terms of banishing the Sunday night blues. However, as I started off with, this is all about the research, and this is really trying to get underneath it. So we are about to embark on phase 2 of the research. And phase 2 of the research is going to be a time-bound survey. So we're looking for about 1,000 volunteers, and I'll say we, me and Exeter University, to take a 5-minute survey over 2 weekends. So there'll be 5 and 5, 5 and 5, if that makes any sense. So around about 20 to 30 minutes. And in that, what we're really looking to understand is how are you feeling at that moment, and what are you doing that's activated that, so we can pull all that information together. If you would like to be part of it, please sign up. You can sign up using the QR code. If you go onto kirstinfurber.com, you'll see a sign up. Please share it with your network, because I'm so keen if we get as much information as possible, we can really start to get underneath this. Our phase 3 research will then be testing out what can we do to see that we've got a reduction of this. And this is really all in the service, I think, of us all being our best selves, but the higher level of like how we're going to help with the economy and all the changes that are going to come through us on a global basis. So that's all I've prepared for today in terms of talking about banishing the Sunday night blues. Open for questions, comments, thoughts, love to hear